I basically got into film school. I thought that would be the way into filmmaking because you don't know what else to do. So I got a place in film school, and then the summer I went was the summer Jurassic Park came out in the cinema, and it changed everything. And it was clear that computer was going to be part of filmmaking from now on. So I bought a computer, I learned how to do dinosaurs in my bedroom and things, and then ended up getting sidetracked massively for 15 years in a career doing visual effects. And I thought, oh no, I've wasted my life kind of thing. And then it turns out, having that skill set, it used to be like, you know, directors would come in from, everyone's on a different path through the film industry. Some people pick the camera, you know, some people pick writing, some people are editing. And at some point, you know, if you're trying to become a director, it's like, which path do you pick? And I'd ended up in visual effects. And so I thought, oh no, this was a dead end. This was a stupid thing to get into. And then it turns out when you know, these giant blockbusters, understanding visual effects is a really valid skill set, you know, and really helps you. And so it turned out, I made my first film. It was actually basically an audition, a calling card. It was a monster movie set in, you know, Central America, and it was me trying to like show I could do something a little bit like Jurassic Park, and that I never expected in my life that would eventually lead to being, you know, we just had the premiere for the movie, and it's a very, very surreal thing. Understanding what's really hard in the computer and really easy, and what's really hard in filming, on production, and really easy, and knowing those differences, I think it's really useful because essentially what you're doing when you're making a film is saying, let's not try and film that would be a nightmare. We'll do that with computer graphics because it's a lot easier. And let's not try and do that in computer graphics because it's a nightmare. We're gonna really shoot it. And when you get that balance right, I think everything runs a lot smoother. And just knowing like you're shooting and you know how hard or easy it is to get rid of something or change something that's in the picture. And so you can shoot something and confidently go, it's fine, keep going, you know, and you don't have to stop and move things. And so it's weird because, you know, these big, massive movies now have a visual effects count of 1,500 shots on average. Jurassic Park, the original, had 60. But what's happening is there's just a little bit of blue screen behind a window or something like this, and so suddenly 200 more shots arrive because you've got to like put the sky in or something like this. And so we just lean on it more and more. It's just part of the tool of filmmaking, and I think that's great. You know, I feel like there's this weird thing that happens with filmmakers where, because of digital technology, you can now do anything you can imagine, right? But if you look at the timeline of cinema, Jurassic Park kind of was the beginning of real big CGI blockbusters, and I feel like it was a classic film, but most of my favorite films were before then, and when you couldn't do everything you could imagine, and so that's a great lesson as a film director is, and to quote the movie, just because you could doesn't mean you should. It's like how to be restrained with these really great tools and how to like use the audience's imagination and hide things and you know, like build on those big reveals. And so it's when you've got all these amazing tools, it's very tempting to just use them all the time. And storytelling isn't really about that. Storytelling's about what you don't say or see and how you hold back. So that's like a great lesson from like Jurassic Park original, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!